In this video, I'm going to show you everything you should consider when choosing a graphic design school, along with a fast walkthrough of what graphic design is. Let's dive right into it. So, if we're just meeting, let me tell you a little bit about a little bit about my story and how I started in design was that back in 2009, when I was 9 years old, I was diagnosed with AML leukemia, which, if you don't know, is a form of blood cancer. That's when my life changed, and I had to grow up fast at a young age. And I really understood how short life is, and then I realized if I vanished tomorrow, what would I be remembered for? And art and design was my outlet. Art and design was my outlet to get away from my life in the hospital. And I started building my skills in all kinds of art for a year in the hospital. But little did I know that while I was building all those skills, they would save my life the following year. Because in 2010, I relapsed. Which, if you don't know what that means, it means that the cancer came back. And because of complications from medication and other issues, I had a massive stroke, which made me lose all feeling on my right side. And art and design was what helped me rebuild all my mobility skills. It helped me relearn how to talk and associate with people. It was my outlet. And that's when I realized how important art and design really is. And from there, I gradually learned that design and graphic design is everywhere. It's in commercials, it's in TV, it's in billboards and brochures and flyers. Graphic design is what gives the world color. And that's a little bit about how I started with art and design. So let's dive into the lesson. Here are the things that you should consider when you're choosing a graphic design school. So, what should you consider when choosing a design school that best fits you and what you need to learn? There are a multitude of graphic design schools and programs located throughout the United States. As a student wanting to study graphic design, it can be difficult to decide which school to attend. There are actually many things that you should consider before making your final decision and committing to one single school. First, we're going to talk about quality over instruction. And one of these things that should be at the top of your list when deciding on a graphic design school. You want instructors that teach you the skills and knowledge you will need to get a career in the field once you graduate. Degree completion rates and job placement rates are two good indicators of quality instruction. Although you should take the time to visit the campus and meet with instructors. I did this when I was looking for a good school, And most of the time, if you go and actually physically tour and meet with the people one-on-one, that usually automatically allows you into the school. They automatically accept you if you take the time and effort to actually go and meet and tour the campus. So ask them what they teach, how they help students learn, and when you can expect what you can expect from their classes. This will help you identify whether or not the instruction offered at the school is a good fit for what you want to learn and for you in general. You may find that although a graphic design program is offered, it doesn't provide much instruction or experience in areas you want to specialize in. I toured multiple colleges when I was looking for a school, and one school was huge and there was no one-on-one. The only way you could have a one-on-one was that if you paid for a tutor who was typically another student at that school, which wasn't a good fit for me. I need one-on-one help. Then there was another school that begged me to come to their school, but they didn't have a computer program or a graphic design degree program, which didn't make sense to me. They said they would work with me in order to get the program and the degree, which I still don't see how they could do that. So it just takes effort in finding what school is the best fit for you. So when discussing the classes with the instructors, it is also important to find out more about them and their background. Ideally, you want to find a school that is full of instructors with experience in both the classroom and the industry. While almost anyone can teach out of a textbook, it often takes work in a professional environment to truly understand the graphic design field and make it applicable to students and what they're learning. My graphic design school was Madison Media Institute in Madison, Wisconsin, and all of the instructors came from the field. My primary instructor has been working in graphic design for years. He actually helped do graphics on some of the Star Wars movies. Then there were other instructors that in the music part of the school, the main instructor actually played the drums in AC/DC, which was awesome. Okay. Moving on. Class size is a big thing. With me, like I said, I need one-on-one. So having a class of 100 students wouldn't help me in this area. So, class size is also another consideration you should have about a graphic design school. Having individual feedback from your instructors is crucial as graphic design student, since this helps you to learn what you did wrong and areas where you can improve. Large schools or graphic design programs generally have more students in each class, which means that you will have less time to discuss your designs with your instructor. On the other hand, these large classes and large programs can often provide experience that smaller institutions cannot. You'll have to decide which class size is more of an advantage for you as a student. Like I said, I need one-on-one in order for me to physically learn. So I need small class sizes where I could have personal discussions with my instructors. So you need to figure out what type of class and class environment that would be best for you to help you really absorb the everything you need in order to learn. And then next is location. Location may be a factor for you, especially if you're non-traditional, like a spouse, children, and job often prevent non-traditional students from attending any graphic design school or program in the country. Instead, they must find a program that is near their location and has a class or curriculum schedule that works with their busy lifestyle. If you don't have these restrictions, location may not be a factor since you have more flexibility and can be relocated more easily. With me, I wanted to leave the area I was. So, because I'm located in a small country town in Wisconsin with a lot of farms, and I wanted to actually leave that town to actually experience college. So I moved to the east side of Madison, which is where my um, college is located. And then finally, it is important to consider the cost of a graphic design program. Cost is important, and rather or not, it is affordable as a student. Grants, loans, and scholarships often provide assistance if you are financially unable to attend through these, although these aren't guaranteed. When I was with my high school, I applied for as many scholarships as possible. And amazingly, I was able to win 4 scholarships, which helped a lot. And then I went to the guy that toured me through my college, also helped us figure out what loans the school could give me also. So you just have to ask around. Go to your guidance counselor office if you're in high school and ask them if, because my school actually has a big book of scholarships, or had a big book of scholarships. But for some odd reason, they didn't tell students about it unless they actually came asking about scholarships, which, now thinking about it, was kind of backwards, if you asked me. Okay. So back to the lesson. Finally, it is important to consider the cost of a graphic design program, whether or not it is affordable as a student. Grants, loans, and scholarships often provide assistance if you are financially unable to attend, although these aren't guaranteed. Instead, they often depend upon your financial need or your qualifications and character. When visiting the school, you should ask for a cost sheet detailing the expenses involved with attending, as this will help you to determine if it is something you can afford or if financial assistance is needed. Moving on. Okay. If you're getting value from this video, why don't you smash that like and subscribe button? Because we go live every Wednesday giving you this great content and value. I'm actually thinking about starting a weekly show where I will sit down and design something with you guys, either in Photoshop, Illustrator, Pro, the Adobe programs that are so important for us designers to know how to use. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that bell so you get notified when we post new content, which is every Monday. We post videos every Monday that will help you build your influence and impact in the design world faster, so you can build a successful design firm faster and get out in that design world faster. And then we have these shows every Wednesday at the same time, 1 p.m. CDT. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Let's dive right back into it, shall we? So, what is graphic design? Yeah, I know I go through this like almost every video, but a lot of people ask, what is graphic design? So, graphic design is the art of presenting information to the public or to a specific group, and the study of visual communication. Graphic design is communication. We communicate the details of a business and company. We are the people that create that first introduction that people have with new businesses and companies. We are important. We give color to and some materials that graphic designers may use is traditional ink, paper, and printing presses to video and the internet using the latest computer software and hardware. Oops. Like I said, everything we use is right there. Materials, traditional ink, paper, printing presses, video, and the internet. Let's jump into some Q&A, shall we? So, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask us about design and anything you want to know as a student in graphic design, we have a link to our question form down in the description. You can go to that, and then it'll take you to our Twitter page where you can fill out our form, which will email us everything you would like to know. And then we will have these little Q&As sometimes video, our live streams, like this one right here. Okay, let's jump right into the questions. First question: how profitable is the graphic design field? Well, it depends. I know people that couldn't make a go for it and gave up. Others I know have made quite a successful career out of it. Unfortunately, I feel like graphic design is undervalued in America society, and thus it's not as high pay as it could and should be. Or rather, there aren't as many high paying positions as there could be. In order to be truly profitable in a monetary sense, you'll need to start your own business or climb the ladder at an agency until you make art director. Working as a graphic designer for an in-house department only pays okay and has a low glass ceiling. And it doesn't help all these freelancers who decide to do work for free. Because, like I've said in previous videos and other live streams, working for free devalues all of us. Or working for $5 on Fiverr devalues us. And that's why I say you should never devalue yourself and all the work you've done in learning graphic design by working for free. Because that just puts the sense in everyone looking for a designer that it must be easy, so why should I pay a fortune for us to communicate to your customers that you're the lead? Rather, if it's a clothing company or some type of media company. So don't devalue yourself for working for free or for little money. Straight out of college, I never worked for free. I refuse to do that. I mean, especially after spending a fortune on college, why would I work for free? Like, I need to make that money back, right? Don't we all? So, never work for free. Next question. Okay. Okay. Next question. Besides a degree in graphic design, is there any other training or class you suggest we can take to help us out with being a graphic designer? Well, this YouTube channel right here is meant for all of you new designers straight out of college, or if you're taking a career change, to help you build all of the stepping stones you need in order to build a successful design firm or freelance company. Because when I was straight out of college, there was no one there that would help me be no one wanted to help me be a freelancer. No one helped me figure out how to find clients. No one helped me how to find firms that need graphic designers. My college straight up told me that they were not going to help me as a freelancer. Either they can help me get a job where I am low ranked and getting stepped on by a higher person, or I'm on my own. Which was straight up. Alright. That's why I decided I wanted to start this YouTube channel to help you guys as new designers, to build what you want, to build your dream, to help you pay yourself as your own boss. I want to help you gradually grow a big firm where you have clients and where you can hire on employees and help designers that were just like you at the starting point. That's why I started this YouTube channel, for you. Okay. Ooh. Now that I'm off my soapbox, let's move on to the next question. So, next question. What are the skills needed to be a graphics/graphic designer? Well, once again, if you go into this channel, I pretty much always say the Adobe programs are the main thing that are really big for us designers nowadays. But mainly, the only Adobe programs a designer really needs is Photoshop, Illustrator, and if you're gonna be working in motion and in the movies and stuff, is After Effects and Premiere Pro. But yeah, and Premiere Pro if you want to for YouTube to edit my videos and stuff. But those are the main ones that you need to know as a graphic designer. Because the ability to take a non-physical concept and turn it into a visual representation or metaphor is the most important skill a graphic designer can acquire. Okay. Let's jump into another question. So another question is, how long have you been in this career field? Which, if you were here the whole stream, thank you, by the way. But like I said at the beginning, I started back in 2009 after I was diagnosed with cancer, and then I relapsed and had a massive stroke. Graphic design, and art is what helped me regain all my mobility skills. It helped me express myself, helped me grow as a person when I was, in other hands, disabled. Art and design is important, and it should be important to everyone, because without it, we have no color in the world. Without it, we don't have communication. Without it, we can't build our dream of owning our own businesses and promoting our own businesses and growing as a community. Without design, without graphic design, we have nothing. And the faster we all realize that, the faster we can all build up our dreams. Ooh, I really want to step up on that soapbox today now, don't I? So if you're getting value from this and you've stuck around the whole stream, thank you, and smash that like button to help the channel. And if you're not already, subscribe so you get more content like this one. Okay. So how long have we been on now? We have been on for 29 minutes. So how about two more questions and let's call her a stream. Okay. Next question. So, what strategies do you take to attract clients? So, obviously, make good work. Leave a client happy and satisfied. The best way to get new clients is by focusing on your current clients. First off, it's much easier to maintain a client than find a new one. And literally, it's hard finding clients, which we've done videos on the best practices and ways to have clients come to you. So just search that in our YouTube channel. And all that content is here to help you. And secondly, there is no better way to advertise than word of mouth. Outside of that, I have a website that, you can check out our website for ideas of how to really promote yourself, which is also down in the description. Just go check that out. Which also, if you need some idea of how to promote and set up a website with your portfolio or portfolio website, that's all in my website, in our website. So you can go check that link down in the description. So I think we can do one more question. Okay, next question. When you first started in graphic design, what were some of the programs you used? I said previously, the programs I used when I first started graphic design was the Adobe programs that I got through my high school. The main one I think I used was Photoshop, yeah. And I think a little bit of Illustrator. Those are the two main ones that you need to know as a graphic designer, which we've done videos on how to use all of those. You just have to go check them out in our YouTube channel, which like I said, I'm planning on doing a weekly show showing how to make stuff and design in the main Adobe programs that a designer needs to know. So be sure to stay tuned and smash that notification bell so you get notified when I start making content like that. I haven't decided when I'm going to start that, and maybe next week, or I may do another lesson like this one next week. So stay tuned and see. And I think that's it for this live stream. Thank you for joining us, or me, and be sure to tune in for next week, which at 1 p.m. CDT Wednesday. And we post videos every Monday that are here to help you build your influence and impact in the design world faster, so you can build a successful design firm faster. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks for joining us. Bye.